It's always a good idea to preview your work as you work on it so you can see how everything's coming along, to see whether the timing is right or whether the colors are right or whether the characters are speaking where they're supposed to be speaking, that kind of thing. So previewing movies is very important. As you see, we can preview our movie by pressing these buttons up here, but I'm going to show you another way in a second. So I can go ahead and press the play button, and when I do that, I can watch the playback happen in my camera view. Now, of course, depending on how much you have going on, it can go faster or it can go slower. As you can see, I have a lot of detail going on, so you're not going to get a full-blown preview in the proper speed. So I'm going to go ahead and stop that. We also have the ability to jump back to the first frame, the last frame, or we can loop this preview over and over again if we so desire by clicking the loop button. I'm going to show you another way to preview your movie in a more accurate frame rate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press my return key on my keyboard. As you see, it's going to export 90 frames, and it's going to give me a little window in a second that I can actually control it and watch it in a more real-time fashion. Now what we see here is the same set of controls, but we have some extra buttons. So I can go to my first frame, I can jump to the last frame, and I can also step. So I can choose to not just play the animation, but manually step through it like this, which is very, very helpful. And I can also check the time down here as well. So I can go ahead and press play. I can press stop, and I can loop this by clicking this loop button, so the animation will play over and over. And I can really take my time and write notes and see how things are coming along. And I often do this whether I'm working in 2D animation or 3D animation. I'll watch the timing of things to see whether or not anything is catching my eye in the wrong way. So I'll go ahead and stop that playback. If I had sound here, I can also use the volume slider, or I can turn it off completely by either going all the way down here, or more easily clicking the mute button. Now this is very important too, especially if you're going to be doing animation for the web. You can see a size report, and what this will do is show you what each of your elements is taking up as far as bytes. So we can see the camera size, the frame rate, and the total size of this project. We can also see where it's located, and we can see what each element is taking up. So we can see the clouds and what the byte number is, so that you know whether or not this is going to be too large for a web playback or not. Now, what I normally do is I hopefully anticipate people will have a DSL or cable modem, so I usually don't worry about this too much. I'm hoping that most people have a high-speed connection, so I don't really want to skimp out on the animation or the quality of it. And I'd rather let people wait just a little bit longer to get a better preview than having a very, very low quality so they can watch it more quickly. So once again, you can look at your playback of your animation by either hitting the return key to get this playback window or by using the controls up here in the camera view toolbar.